Hi dear students, today I am going to revise the 14 principles of management of Henry Fayols. So let's begin. The first principle is division of work. When work is divided into different tasks, like for example, technical, accounting, security, managerial, that each employee becomes skilled and efficient in what they repeatedly do. See, understand, specialization increases efficiency and productivity. For example, suppose in a bakery, one person mixes the dough, one bakes, the other one packs. Now each becomes faster and better at their specific task. The second principle is principle of authority and responsibility. See, authority means the right to take decisions and give orders, but it must always come with responsibility. If a manager has the authority to get the work done, he must also be held responsible for results. For example, if a sales manager is given the power to approve discounts, then he must also answer if the sales targets are not achieved. The third principle over here is principle of discipline. See, employees must follow rules, respect agreements, and maintain proper conduct or behavior. Discipline leads to better performance and depends on good leadership as well as clear communication of rules to the employees. For example, reaching office on time and following safety rules clearly shows that there is discipline in the organization, and this will ensure smooth functioning of the organization. Fourth one is principle of unity of command. See, understand, an employee should receive instructions only from one superior. Multiple bosses giving orders can create a confusion and conflict among employees. For example, if a worker receives order from both HR manager as well as production manager, then he won't know whose instruction to follow. So only one boss should guide him to avoid confusion. The next one is unity of direction. See, there should be one leader and one plan for each group of activities. Everyone must work towards the same objective, that is under one single plan. Like in a marketing campaign, all the team members, may it be from design department, sales, social media, everybody should follow only one marketing plan under one marketing manager. This is unity of direction. The next is principle of subordination of individual interest to organizational interest. See, the organization's interest must be placed above personal interest. So while making decisions, manager must think about the organization as a whole and not his individual interest. For example, a player in a cricket team focuses on winning the match for the team, even if it means sacrificing his personal milestone, like scoring a century. The next is principle of centralization. See, centralization means concentration of authority in few hands. And on the other hand, decentralization means sharing of authority. A proper balance is needed depending on organization's size and nature of work. For example, a small business owner may keep all decision powers with himself. This is centralization. While a large company like Reliance, it gives decision making powers to different department heads. This is decentralization. Next one is principle of remuneration. Now, employees must receive fair and reasonable pay based on their skills, experience, cost of living, and market rates. Good remuneration increases their motivation and reduces the employee turnover ratio in the company, means good employees won't leave your organization. For example, a company offering competitive salaries can retain talented employees for a longer period of time. Next one is principle of scalar chain. Scalar chain is the formal line of authority from top to bottom. Communication in the organization should ideally flow from top to bottom in this chain. But in case of emergencies, a shortcut, that is gang plan, which is cross communication, direct communication with, obviously with permission, is should be allowed. For example, if two supervisors need to discuss on an urgent issue, then they can directly talk to each other. This is known as the gangplank, instead of waiting for messages to go up and down the hierarchy. Next is principle of order. Everything should be in its proper place. All the tools, all the equipment should be kept in their proper place, and right people must be placed in the right job, and physical resources must be properly arranged. This is principle of order. For example, all the tools, if they are kept in their proper marked places in a workshop, it will help the workers to save time and reduce mistakes. Next one is principle of equity. Managers must treat all their employees with fairness, kindness, and without any discrimination. Employees at the same level in different departments should receive equal amount of wages. For example, if we have two clerks, one is working in accounts department, other one is working in HR department. Both of them should get the same salary if they are working at the same level. Next one is principle of stability of tenure. See, job security makes the employees more loyal and more productive. So it is important for a business to give an assurance to their employees that they won't be removed from their job. High employee turnover means that more employees leaving the organization will reduce the efficiency of people in the organization. For example, a company that assures stable employment sees employees working with confidence and commitment to long-term goals. Next one is principle of initiative. Employees should be encouraged to think, suggest new ideas, and take actions beyond the routine. This will build creativity and healthy organizational culture within the organization. For example, a worker suggests new ways to reduce wastages in the production process, and management welcomes the idea. So this will motivate other employees also to come up with new ideas. Last one is principle of esprit de corps, which means teamwork or team spirit. Henry Fayols emphasized teamwork. Union is strength. When employees work with trust and unity, problems are solved faster and goals are achieved easily. For example, a project team that supports each other will always complete the task quicker than individual working separately. So guys and girls, this is entire Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management revised for you within 10 minutes. All the best.